Well, yesterday was the big day, and I think you'll all agree it was a real adrenaline rush, filled with both successes and disappointment. In just a few minutes, we will find out who wins. But first, let's see some of the highlights from yesterday. The performance task consisted of number 1, a distance accuracy task, in this case throwing beanbags at a target. 2, an object relocation task, which involved picking up objects of different sizes and shapes. Finally, 3, the toughest of them all, a dexterity task, where competitors placed and screwed nuts and bolts, something I have trouble with sometimes with my natural hands.
We are very nervous for our task right now.
Well, in distance accuracy, we throw, if we get 3 beanbags in the top, then we call time and then it scores us extra points.
Lower time gives you a better score.
Our servo motor burnt out, and so we had to find a replacement from another team and do that this morning.
I watch the beanbag drop when I throw it, and I really need to work on not doing that.
So we spent the whole night last night fixing our arms problem, making repairs, and we're happy that it's working today.
Distance accuracy is just maintaining, once you get one in, just kind of keeping doing the same thing so you don't keep missing.
Unfortunately, it was a mistrial, but now we know what the problem was.
With it being so slippery, I had to toss it a little bit higher, or if it didn't go higher, it would stop at the ruler.
Really, it was just the same thing we've been doing all year.
All right, so what we just did was object relocation, and in that you had to grab objects, put them into a crate, pull your arm out, completely out of the crate, come back, grab them, and then put them into the other scoring zone.
The whole arm, our gripper in the front, it came apart.
It's hard because there's new objects that we've never done before.
Well, there were 2 mystery objects, and it turned out to be a green bucket and a MESA block.
We put our CDs and rulers and the hard stuff up against other things so that they're leaning and we can get a better grip on them.
First off, just putting on the arm, we use a lot of teamwork.
I go one thing at a time, so I don't put too many in and can't get enough out.
The one thing that kind of didn't really throw us off, but it was kind of a new addition for us, was that we had to touch the bottom of it.
There were some unexpected factors. I accidentally dropped the hacky sack.
I'm going to try and lean them upwards so I could just scoop them up and put them down.
I should have gone for the pencil, not the masking tape.
I'm going to go for the same objects that he went for, but except instead of the tape, I'm trying to go for the pencil.
We really had to work as a team for this one.
We just did the dexterity challenge, and that's where you take bolts and nuts and you're trying to put them in this piece of wood, and you have to screw on the nut as far as you can on the bolt. When you have 2 minutes to do it, and you can call time at any point. And to get the highest score, you're just trying to have the shortest time and the most bolts put on all the way.
The hardest part of the competition is getting that small nut.
One of the hardest things is grabbing the smallest nut.
Yeah, it's the smallest one, especially because that one moves and it's smaller to pick up.
We normally practice at home with a different dexterity board. It's a lot bigger, and the one that they have here is a little wobbly, so it's just hard to adapt. We don't want to get a mistrial.
Our biggest strategy is trying to have the bolts as close to the edge of the table as possible.
For us, it's just do it as quickly as possible.
Everything else is broken at some point, so it's kind of inevitable.
On the bottom right here, there's a mouse pad material that we use simply to strike.
Originally for our plan, we had a wheel on our arm, but the judges said that it wasn't we couldn't use it, so that kind of brought us down.
It's hard to have a sense of touch with it.
It was pretty nerve-wracking doing this in front of all the people because, in our classroom, it's not that big of a deal. So that was hard, but I think it went pretty well considering.
There you have it. The competition is complete, and many of the students can finally rest easy, knowing they worked hard and achieved great engineering feats. We saw both lucky and unlucky breaks. I'm amazed at the creativity and fortitude of these students from around the country. If they can't make the world a better place, I don't know who can. I can't wait to find out which team wins the competition.